A $10 billion company put three snow-white pups before the cameras and said the words no one expected. Extinction is now reversible. They called them dire wolves back after 12,000 years. Scientists watching had a very different word for what they saw. Their names are Romulus, Remus, and little Khaleesi. A wink at Roman myth and at Game of Thrones. The dire wolf is back, the headlines roared. Within hours, geneticists fired back. Colossal did not revive dire wolves. To see why the experts and the headlines disagree so violently, you have to see what was actually built in that lab. Start with the problem. A dire wolf has been dead 12,000 years, and its DNA died with it, shattered into fragments. So you cannot clone one. That door is closed. What Colossal had was two fossils, a tooth and an ancient ear bone. From those fragments, they digitally stitched the most complete map of dire wolf DNA ever made, then compared it to a gray wolf. They found the differences, reached for CRISPR, and made 20 edits across 14 genes in gray wolf cells. Just 20. Those edited cells became embryos, carried by dog surrogates. 3 pups were born, and that number, 20, is everything. A gray wolf carries roughly 19,000 genes. Colossal changed 14. More than 99% stayed pure gray wolf. One geneticist put it brutally. These animals are, optimistically, 100,000th dire wolf. The rest is the wolf we already had. And of those 20 edits, only 15 came from real dire wolf DNA. The other 5 came from dogs. Those 5 produced the white coat, because the true dire wolf gene risked blindness and deafness. So even the fur is a substitute. But the deepest problem isn't the edit count. It's a number almost no one heard. 5.7 million years. Jamming Pete Knott. That's how long ago the dire wolf split from the gray wolf line. So long that scientists placed it in its own genus. They named it Anoscion, terrible wolf. Its closest living relatives may be jackals, not the wolf sitting in that lab. The world's canid experts issued a formal verdict. The pups are neither dire wolves nor even proxies for them. Even Colossal's own chief scientist conceded it. Gray wolves, she said, with 20 edits that are cloned. Her defense is that the goal was the dire wolf's traits, its size and shape, not an identical genome. A fair point, with a catch. Whatever you call them, they're extraordinary. At 6 months, 80 pounds, full grown, 150, with heavy jaws and wide skull. They began howling at 2 weeks, a sound their keepers say had not been heard on Earth in 12,000 years. And they behave like wild wolves, keeping their distance, flinching from the very people who raised them. They live on a 2,000-acre preserve behind 10-foot fences, but a wild wolf's range can span 1,000 square miles. They will never hunt, never roam, never rejoin an ecosystem, because the world the dire wolf ruled is simply gone. And that is where this stops being about wolves and becomes about everything Colossal plans next. On the list, the woolly mammoth, the dodo, the thylacine, with a first mammoth calf targeted for 2028. Critics see a pattern: charismatic animals, dramatic reveals, technology sold as resurrection when it is really sophisticated genetic modification. Late in 2025, one major tech publication listed the dire wolf among the worst technology flops of the year. The dire wolf did not come back. What came back is our power to choose which species get a future and which do not.